Hey guys, my name is Michael. Fun fact about me, I really appreciate how different fields of science and physics and math and geometry all blend together. And one of the things that I learned from law was how to argue, how to debate. And I'm seeing some of that structure apply to MMA, where you have a point, you have a counterpoint, and if you can get with a really good, boom, conversation ender, you can win an argument just like you can win a fight. And the person you're about to meet, his name is Bob Perez, and he is a phenomenal MMA coach. And he's been doing it full time for, I want to say, 7 years. And he left his lab coat behind and stopped being a scientist, where he learned all of these incredible scientific method approaches to life. And now he applies that to MMA. And he's a coach in Houston, Texas. And he's incredible. And he's got a great story. And I'd love for you to check it out. All right, one more time from the top. My name is Michael. I'm on a quest. I'm trying to find people who are following their passions because they make this world a brighter place. That is what I'm calling their lifestyle. Guys, we have Bob Perez here, and what makes you different based on your background?
What I think makes me a little different in regards to coaching would be the use of science, being logical, kind of using scientific method in fighting principles. My end goal when I teach a technique, we all have different styles and opinions. I like to make it exceptionally hard for someone to argue with what I'm teaching. Yeah. So prove it to me. Feel that. Prove it to me. Yeah. You know, you might do it this way, I might do it this way. Neither one of them is wrong. Which one is better based on biomechanics? Yeah. Anatomy and physiology, you know and at the end of the day, a fight's a fight. Yeah, the worst technique ever. Is it really? It's not about who the more technical striker is, or fighter. It's who the more effective is. Yeah. You know, generally speaking, when you're teaching something, make it hard to argue. Yeah. Make it hard to argue the point. So it's rooted in science.
Yeah. And what you've done then is you built an equation for how to move through the physical stimulus, whatever the scary, and again, this fighting is weird, and this is what a lot of people who don't, if you're watching this and you don't have any MMA background, I told you I grew up without fighting. I did plays, musicals, I did getting in there for the first time and having somebody crush me. You have all these chemicals that are like, get out of there, get out of there. And so the kind of thing that he's not only good at, but the kind of thing that he's teaching people differently than other people are, he's got a cool, calm equation that he's applying to the most emotionally terrifying environment possible. And you're cutting through people like butter. Your guys are winning, and it's incredible.
You know, it's always a 50-50 fight, you know, no matter who you're fighting. But, you know, and with fighting, it's riding these waves. It's this ebbs and flow. Like, you know, are we ever gonna lose again? Yeah. And then you're like, oh man, are we ever gonna win again? Yeah. But you know, we've had an amazing year. We'll probably finish with about 120 fights this year. And I think the last time I looked, our win percentage was right under 89%.
89%. So
that's a rarity.
That's super rare. As well. No, but when we found you guys, we're like
that's awesome.
As respectfully as possible, we're just kind of like, watch you guys, and like take math from everybody and be like, that's the best math I've seen here, add it to our plan. Yep. That's the best math I've seen, add it to our plan, without being disrespectful. Because there's also like, you want to pay homage to the guy who teaches you, you know? So,
of course, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Truly. And we just did a private, and I'll share some of the clips from that, and I was getting ragdolled because he was teaching my best friend to beat the shit out of me easily. So, thank you, man. Really
good job, man.
Appreciate you.
Takeaway for this one, make it hard to argue. Such good advice. If you can bolster your movements in a logical structure that you're grounded in, you have your reasons why, you have the anticipated counterpoints, all of that lined up, it makes what you do very hard to argue, and that's a great way to live life. And for these credits, this is Bob Perez coaching myself and my really good buddy Tommy, as he's basically helping Tommy beat me up. And it's pretty fun to watch. Take care, guys. Wide Style is made possible thanks to viewers like you. Thanks for your support.